this is Kevin Mayo, and today we're drinking Anchor Brewing Holiday Ale, their Merry Christmas, Happy New Year Ale. Let's get a picture. Hopefully it focuses on it. What's unique about this beer is it's a new recipe every year. They've been doing it for 45 straight years. I've been reviewing and been drinking it since 2012. And it's also a different picture of the tree. Every year it's a hand-drawn picture on the label, and it's a new picture every year. It's a different one every year. Here it is, 45th annual. Like I said, the recipe is different. All we know is it's a winter warmer or a holiday spice ale. It's nothing to really compare it to what last year's was. This is a totally different recipe. In some years I've really liked this beer, and some years it's been a bit of a meh. So rather than talk about the beer, because like I said, we don't even know what style it is per se, let's give it a crack and see what we got. Like to say Merry Christmas to everyone. This is the Saturday before Christmas as we do this. And as always, if you like the reviews, please subscribe and go ahead and leave comments, because we love talking about beer. So, it is pretty dark. You can see through it. It's like a dark ruby red. You know, you see that in a lot of brown ales, or a lot of, I want to say amber beer. Sometimes in a strong dark ale you'll see that it's more of a ruby red when you hold it right up to the light. Other than that, you really can't see it. Just a small, even a half a finger of head on it. It's slightly tan or slightly off-white color. I don't even know what the ABV is on this. I don't know if they tell me. Yep, there it is, but it's upside down. 6.9% alcohol by volume. Let's do the aroma. So it's got a like a caramel toffee aroma to it. Maybe with a hint of sweetness, maybe a hint of brown sugar. And then an underlying hint of spice. I want to say maybe a nutmeg. Don't know if they're using brewer's yeast with this or not. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. So, it is reasonably sweet. The first flavor is almost like a sweet candy. I don't want to say licorice. That's not a good. I actually maybe say more like a red licorice. Not that sweet, but just maybe a hint of red licorice. Got a little astringency to it. Get a little bit of, I don't want to say warming, but at the back end I get a little bit more sweetness, more of a kind of now like a dark fruit, like a little bit of a fig. Don't really get any spice. I get a little bit of burnt toffee on it. So it's a little bit of, it's like roasted malt, but a little bit of burnt toffee on it. Don't get too much of the caramel or any of the caramel flavor that I was picking up on the aroma. So it's kind of a hearty beer. It's got a little sweetness to it, a little tinge of sweetness to it. It's kind of hearty. It's not, I wouldn't say it's as earthy as a brown ale. I wouldn't call it quite a Belgian either, probably because the yeast isn't sweet enough for it. But it's got some of that characteristics of it, where it's a more malty, a little bit of toffee, not really caramel, a little bit more roasted malt. I'm not thrilled by it. It's not horrible beer. It's not the best recipe they've done over the years. Score-wise, I would say, I guess I'd still call it a B beer, but just barely. So let's call it an 80 out of 100. Till next time, keep drinking.